edition of the show. This hour went by quickly. I'm learning so much from you, Katie, that I don't even think I'm working right now.
It is.
I really don't. You're a wealth of knowledge, and I love your passion for all things beautiful for our garden. I also love the things that we can bring to our garden that do have a scent.
Yes.
And oh my gosh, I love gardenia. This is the Scentsational Gardenia Patio tree. It's a tropical, yes, but Katie, great for us northern folks
I know,
right?
Because I think this is a typical southern flower. My mom's from South Carolina, so my grandma had 2 of these side by her door, but everybody in the South has these. But we now can have this plant up here.
Fantastic. It's on 4 easy payments of $11.99, again with the free shipping and handling. Wow. Oh, the scent. It reminds me of my grandmother so much. And that's one of the things that I love about flowers and gardening, especially with scents. It takes you back to memories, just precious memories that you have of loved ones or places you have been. And as soon as you get close to this, it's like those memories come flooding back in. It's wonderful.
Yeah, and the gardenia is they make perfumes out of gardenia. Gardenia is a very traditional, lovely, gorgeous scent. It's like a honey almost,
Sweet.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I know, it's such a delicious smell. And this plant will be loaded with blooms, so many blooms, and it will fragrance your whole, wherever you have it. I would love to put these by your front door, 2 by the front door, because in the South, gardenias are a symbol of hospitality.
Okay.
And so if you have them by the front door, there you go. You're saying, welcome to my home, and bring in that delicious smell with you when you come.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm seeing obviously a mature version of the patio tree. Here's what, I'll give this to you, Katie.
Great.
Is what it's gonna come ship to you, and this is all you have to do about planting again. A little bit easier than our full fella. So talk to me about the best practices with something like this, because I look at gardenia and there's such an elegance about it that I think, oh, that's way over the top. It's gonna be too difficult for a novice like me.
Well, the great thing about this gardenia is we've chosen it because it's not too hard.
Okay.
So it requires very little care. So it does ship to you and it looks like this, and you can see this is a great specimen, this tree. It's tall, it's sturdy, and it's been trained already into a tree. So gardenias are not naturally trees. So at our farm in Alabama, we have trained this tree. This is about a 2-year-old tree. And you're right, this is about a 3 or 4-year-old tree. Okay. So it will take, another 2 years to get to that size. But they'll be loaded with blooms in the second season. The first year you will get blooms. But by the second season, you'll have enough blooms to wear in your hair to every party if you wanted to all summer long. Yeah, so this is how it comes, and if it does come and this one is pretty clean, but if it has any of these little what we call suckers on it, you can just pick them off with your finger. These green little knobs growing out of the plant, and they're really easy. Once you see the plant, when you get it, just flick them off. That's all you need to do, because you want your plant to spend energy going all the way up to the top, not spend energy sticking out of the trunk.
Gotcha. So, but if you would love to do that Southern hospitality and have this by your front door, do you do it in a planter best, or do you put it right outside, maybe where you step up onto the porch and have it in the ground? What would be a good way?
It depends on where you live. If you live in the South, great. Put it in the ground. These plants will do great.
Okay.
If you get below 15 degrees or colder in the wintertime, then if you have it in a container, you're going to need to bring it into your garage.
Okay.
But I love these in containers. That's how I think these work best.
Do you really?
Yeah, because they do. That makes them more versatile.
Okay, so when I get this home, what size container should I think about putting it in first?
I would put it in a 14 to 18 inch container.
Okay.
Because you're not really going to want to repot this. It's going to stay about this height. It can get to be about 8 feet tall.
Okay.
And again, it will take another 2 to 3 years to get that height. And you're going to just easily trim it to keep it that shape whenever you want.
Okay.
Because it will continue to put out a little suckers here, and you just prune it nicely whenever you want in the spring.
So because it can take shade.
Yes,
obviously,
it can take right by your front door.
Right.
It can take a little shade. It likes at least 4 hours of sun a day.
4 hours of sun a day. Okay, and then do we water this frequently?
So when any plant's in a container, it's going to need more watering than if it's in the ground.
Okay.
Especially if it's up close to your house. Maybe you have an eave where it doesn't get the water like your natural plants will. So you're going to want to water it at least once a week. And this will need fertilizer once every 2 weeks. And again, it's that acid-loving fertilizer.
That you have.
The fertilizer for acid-loving plants, that's right.
It's the blue, I call it the blue.
The blue one, yep. And you simply put that in your watering can, water it in, and you'll love taking care of this plant. Not that it really needs any care, but because you'll get to spend time with it.
Oh my gosh. And then all of a sudden, like if it is out in your front entryway, this is where you're going to want to be. You're going to want to smell this beautiful honey sweetness from the gardenia. It's just, again, it's jewelry for your garden. It is an elegance, a sophistication that has payoff in beauty to look at, and then the beauty to just smell. And you can snip off one of the petals and bring it inside. You know, sometimes I love when you guys are here because as you're cleaning up for the day, I'll say, can I get a little like gardenia flower? And I'll put it in my car. And it's like I have a true natural air freshener in my car.
Yeah. People will also take them and float them in bowls of water for a party, like as a low table scape. And one of the things I love, if you're a Billie Holiday fan, I don't know if you can picture her, but she always wore one in her hair.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's really fun. So it can be decor, it can be garden, you know, it can be fashion.
Awesome. Okay, well, there you have it. There's the gardenia, the sensational gardenia patio tree we have for the first time on 4 easy payments of $11.99. And before I leave Katie, I want to talk about, again, the map here.
Absolutely.
So you get your plant when it's going to be great for you to plant.
Yes, so we will ship, what you want to do is look at where you live in the country and match that to the color in the boxes below and check the date next to it, and that's when the plants will ship out to you, which means it is the right time for you to plant them outside.
Okay, and then should we have any issues, if they're not happy, you're not happy.
You got it. We warrant perennials like this gardenia for 1 year and annual